I'll just go with the flow of save over Nuleous. Yeah. What I wanted to check was City. I don't know if I'm going the right way. Yeah, Carmelo, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook. Yep, that's going to be a dangerous team. Oh, I don't know about Carmelo. He's kind of cancer where he goes. But that could be a very dangerous team. Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Wiggins on the Timberwolves. Teague is on there too, huh? All the teams just look very different except for Golden State. I guess all these teams know they can't compete if they just keep doing what they're doing. So let's check the Celtics roster. Let's see our final roster. At least this is what Nuleous has. Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, Marcus Smart. So Smart is a 79. Jason Tatum, 77, huh? Morris, 77. Jalen, 76. These ratings can't be right, though. I mean, Jalen can't be worse than Tatum. I guess maybe NBA2K is doing that. Because he said he was updating it to 2K ratings, but that's kind of crazy if they think Tatum is already better than Brown. Baines, Rozier, Yabusele, Larkin, Tice, Ojulai, and Nader. Who knows what our actual roster will look like? So let's jump in there. Now this roster isn't that good. Like, it was a lot better with Mickey on the roster. But whatever. We're gonna jump in there. My league. Autosave off. Use the custom roster. I want to be able to start with existing trades. Enabling this gives you the power to approve or deny any CPU trades that are completed. Okay. I wanted to see if there was a way to force trades once you're in the game, you know? Whatever. We're gonna go with what the settings are. I could change them, but we'll go with what they are. Team chemistry, injuries, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay. Should that be on? I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the league is looking. Okay, we're using the Celtics. Pre-draft workout. Game participation manual. Everything else auto. Target list auto. Download draft class. We'll take 2018 draft class. We have to change some stuff with the coach settings. Substitution manual or auto. Timeout manual. Substitution auto, but do fatigue instead of rotation. Okay. I think this is okay. We'll see. Oh. Pro stick. Dribble moves. Yep. Camera relative. I'm going to do absolute. Freelance mode. Absolute. On. Player icons. On. What's a player icon? Icon lead passing. Right stick pass type. Flashy. Who to guard? What the heck is that? Who to guard? Okay. I don't know about some of those settings. I haven't looked into them very much. Someone's already trying to trade for Tatum and Horford. For Millsap and whatever. No decline. Okay, so let's see. I want to play a roster that's changed a lot. Here's the Thunder. Let's skip to their game. We aren't doing so hot. 3-2. Ugh. Okay.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson.
Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Go back. There's no way to go back. That's annoying. Limit. Auto. Crash the defensive glass or don't. Run in transition. Okay. Oklahoma City.
It's time for the NBA.
Yeah, I probably should have tried to play all the games, but
This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Hawks.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade.
Wide
All fueled
open.
up and ready to go.
those dribble
On the floor
moves
for
are already
Boston.
working.
Hayward out there with G. Then there's Horford. Then there's Irving. And it's Smart in at the shooting guard. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most.
Good job, Hayward.
player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
Oh.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Trying to get away
Let's send it
from.
out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Nice.
Again,
Good job,
Doris.
Smart.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got to be thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Taken away by Anthony. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. They double him with Orford. The drive by Anthony. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting,
job,
I think,
Gershon.
exceeded some people's expectations.
Ah,
37%
Gershon.
from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
Here's Roberson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And that
No
one's
way.
good. Westbrook. And let's get your guys' take now on the
No
whistle
way.
stats for the Thunder.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers
Not
so
who I
far
wanted to
tonight, too.
pass to. I wanted to pass to the Golden Bear. Gershon.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Good.
This is not a
Nice
wide
assist
open
from
look.
Westbrook.
Come on.
And that's now 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. Celtics trail by 6.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
That triangle was like the way to
Anthony with
get it
now
to him.
defended by Hayward.
I guess not.
Kicks to Westbrook. Left block shot on the way. And he recovers it. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Smart passes to Irving. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Westbrook with a wide open look. And again,
What do they mean a
Oklahoma City,
wide open
no
look?
good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Horford, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really
Give him
out
a
of
foul. Alright, let's put Rozier, Brown. Jason Tatum. Oh, he's injured. Aaron Baines. And I guess something like this. I don't know.
character for him to miss.
Our lineup's
when the
really
defense
bad.
is not right up on it.
Here's Westbrook. His last outing, 16 points for him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I should make free throws like auto. I wonder if you can do that.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Anthony.
I just figured
Grant
I'd
comes
do
in
a
for
heat
George.
check.
Arenas is checked in for Andre Robertson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And so here is Oklahoma City. Patterson, the screen. And it's Grant in the corner. Adams outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Arenas. The second chance effort. And the layup is good.
That was
Another nice
terrible.
bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Here's Baines. Adams defending. Looking to end the drought. Here's Brown. Pass to the kid. Back to Brown. He's now 1
Wide
for 2
open.
with that bucket.
I was just a little scared of the 3-second violation.
As a dirty player. I mean, I
wonder
think
if
he
you can
feels
turn 3 seconds
he plays
off. 'Cause
aggressive
hate
and
it.
he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Now here's Felton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in
Guy's
spectacular fashion.
humongous.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Aprinas with the second effort and a foul on the shot. He'll
No
go to the strike for 2.
way. Bad
Nice
call.
work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the second free throw, good. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Larkin kicks to Brown. Nice move. He kicks it to Baines. Offensive rebound. The kid passes to Baines. It's Brown on the wing. And at last, they get one to fall. Brown's. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry.
It's easy. It's basketball.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they
It's just very difficult to get it to the right guy.
and been able to force. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's George, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward.
Terrible call.
That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Such a
I
wide
didn't
open
think
look.
he'd hit that.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the
job,
theme
Yabu.
was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Here's Anthony. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is
Nice.
his
Bad
first
call,
foul
but
of
I'll
the
take
game.
it.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Hayward dishes to Smart.
Oh,
that's
he was
blocked.
going for like a big dunk.
And here
I just
comes
wanted
the
to lay
break.
it up.
And Hayward with the block. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Good job, Hayward. We gotta start moving some parts around. So let's sit Smart, put you in. Sit Hayward, put Rozier in. Well, let's put Larkin in too, I guess, and then Baines for Horford.
Celtics
I
trail
don't
by
know.
9.
I guess we're doing a full.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Back to Irving. The basket good off the assist from
It was
Hayward.
wide open.
Hayward's got 3 assists in the game. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's the screen. Here's Patterson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Patterson's got 5.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Smart passes to Horford. Here's Hayward. Uses the glass to finish the
Job,
layup.
Hayward.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
What the hell is
High
that?
percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking
I was
of
trying
the
to pass
goal
it.
and his opponent is really something to watch.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
And George, here we go. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Morris against Patterson. And stolen by Patterson.
Morris is terrible. Why did it make him so bad?
Outside, George.
I don't. I wonder if he's that bad in.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach
In
4
the new
minutes
game.
played. And that one's good. Westbrook's got his second basket
He's
of the
really
night.
bad here.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Rozier the pass to Baines. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Off the screen. Here's Westbrook, and that one is good
It was
with the
horrible
extra effort on
boxing
the
out by
glass.
me.
Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Rozier the pass to Morris.
Okay, Morris is like the worst player.
Another shot. And a
Thank
foul
you.
on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Anthony.
Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. Jeremy Grant comes in for Anthony. Primus is checked in for Roberson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Adams, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Adams has got 5 now. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down. Oh!
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
George against Hayward. Adams outside. Clock at 4. George. But they recover it.
Are you kidding me? Can't box out. I can't do
Outside
anything.
Felton. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Thunder lead by 9.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Abrinas the pass to Felton. Use the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And that concludes the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's going to be a quick game.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have a 9-point
One
lead.
steal to 10.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is
So if we limit our turnovers, maybe we'd be in the game. Maybe. I doubt it, but...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that could.
Are you kidding?
He
was all bummed.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's good fun. On the floor for Boston. Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's T. Then there's Horford. And it's the
Forgot about that rule. I want to quit, but
he's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation.
Did they ever call that?
11. The Boston Celtics figure to be near
Like,
the bottom of the league
in a real
year.
game?
In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by
Didn't
no
even
means
jump.
were they a
What the hell was
contender at
that?
any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
And now a
All
fast
right,
break
one more
for the
basket.
Thunder.
We're quitting.
Robertson can't hit.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Horford kicks to Irving. A good finish
There
at the
we go.
rack off the slick feed. Irving's got 7 points.
Nice
immediately
move
call
and
timeout.
finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win. And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
Some changes for Boston. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for the kid. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. To the paint, and Adams with the slam.
Ridiculous. He took that up way too...
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
All alone. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Baines. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group, all those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team first in their approach. That's what they're about, winning. And because they've experienced championship winning, they stay locked in to that task.
Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Anthony against Hayward. And the pass to T. Over in the corner, Brown. Got a piece of it. 5 on the clock. Here's T. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Thunder leading by 15. Anthony with it. Now defended by Hayward. Anthony dishes to Westbrook. Shoots from the block. Here's Roberson, and that comes
Why
off
did
the
he
assist
come
by
off his
Russell
man?
Westbrook.
That made no sense.
Roberson's got his third bucket of the night.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just...
Oh, yeah, that's quitting time. Let's sim it.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. Alright, we'll just play a little bit more of a game. I don't know who will play. Brooklyn? Why not?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Smart, Hayward, Tice, Horford. Yeah, Tice wouldn't be a bad guy to start. Smart and Hayward, though. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's see what happens with this set.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Take a look at the Nets. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
And right now for the Nets, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
Well, they've assured that it'll be an uphill climb the rest of the way if they want to get into the playoffs.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Nets. Russell is out there with Alan Crabb. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. They get it again. And it's sent back by Horford.
Sad.
T the pass to Horford. Plays it in without an inch of room around him.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Dishes it to Crabb. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Nets passing it around. It's deflected.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Moving it up. And Hayward gets it to go.
That was incredible.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The drive by Russell. An easy layup
They got
after
their
coming off the
basket.
pick.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Rozier. And there's a foul. Called on Alan Crabb. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Snatched up. Pass to Rozier. Hayward kicks to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
There's the dish to Crabb. They set the pick. The drive by Russell. Up and in on the layup.
I tell you what,
He went
you
into like
better
an
watch
automatic
out, fellas.
animation.
He is on fire here today.
Horford the pass to Rozier. The 3. Horford no luck.
I mean, he hit the last
you'll see
one.
him
So.
miss such an open look.
And Russell gets it to go.
No
Russell's got 6
way.
points.
Well,
Waving that
fast
one
break
off.
went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Horford against Mozgov. Out to Hayward. Ball
Are you
stolen.
kidding me?
All by himself. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Hammers it down off the coast.
Thomas Jefferson.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Thank you.
After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
And actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone.
Okay, I'm not
in the
playing this all
postseason.
night,
And
so
though
if
they
it doesn't
seem
look
older
hot,
just because so many of their
quit.
players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
Jeremy Lin,
Gotta learn
he's
how to
checked
play
in for
this
Ellen
game.
Crabb.
I might
Now
do
here's
some.
Lin. Looking at his numbers, he
Yeah.
averages a bit over 9 points a game. And it's Russell missing.
Do some like all-time team stuff later.
Irving
Oh
can't
my
hit.
God, Irving.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
Now, here is Russell, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Russell dishes to Booker, out to the wing, 20 feet out. And it falls over the rim and in.
No.
8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch
that was
of
a better
veterans,
shot.
and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
It's blocked.
That was embarrassing.
1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hollis Jefferson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Now, here is Russell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying
got
to pressure him, he did a
bailed
good
out.
job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
Passes to T. Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the final score really didn't reflect just how well they played in that game.
I think both sides played well enough to win. Really a well-played game both ways. One team made the plays when it counted, and that team came out on top.
Now here's Lin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Irving. Pass to Rozier. Three-pointer. And that one's good.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Russell with it. Lets it go. He hits the shot at the goal.
My
Jeremy
God,
Lin, a player
this
who's come
Russell
a
guy.
long way in his time in this league from going undrafted out of Harvard. Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen The highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
We've got Aaron Baines. G is out there with T. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Morris, left side. He dishes it to Larkin. A second chance effort. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. For Boston, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And the first one drops. That one drops. He ties it up.
And not many people expected anyone from the Atlantic to do much last season. Boston was the surprise of the division as they ended up making the playoff.
Here's Money. And the pass to Kilpatrick. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And for Boston against the rest of the Atlantic division, they were tough. They ended up going 12-4 in the division, which was a big reason, Clark, they made the playoffs.
Morris, you suck.
12 wins against the rest of the
Wonder if he'll
Atlantic,
be saying
Kevin,
that
were
this
division
year. I
best.
hope not.
Even the Raptors, who won the division, only had 11 wins against the Atlantic.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Crabbe kicks to Booker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Smart. Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Booker pulls it in.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's Money. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks to Cramp. From the arc. That drops. And the Nets lead by 7.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home.
Baines, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settled.
Larkin, the pass to Smart. And finally, they... hit one.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
Feeds it to Craig. The tray. Rebound Boston. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
T, the pass to Smart. That's tipped. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. It's a good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
And a new group in for the Celtics. T's checked in for Horford. The Kid comes in for T. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Shane Larkin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Marcus Smart. Mozgov, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jeremy Lin comes in for Alan Crabb. Lin with it. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Stripped it away. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. The pull-up. No luck.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Nets leading by 5. And here is Lin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Carroll with a screen on Irving. Lin dishes to Carroll. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lin. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Lin's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Morris comes in for Aaron Baines. And it's Rozier in for the Kid. The Nets making a switch here. Morris kicks to Hayward. And there's the call.
Alright, let's sim it. Let's see what happens. What happened? The Nets ended up winning. That's embarrassing. Oh well. We'll try to play a full season, but we'll see what happens. I just can't win a game. Although, I'm not really playing that well here.